All right. I think we are live tonight, guys. On the Maybe Oh my goodness. I believe it. Hope that don't fall out. Let's grab my phone so I can see comments. Come on in, say hey. We are live on the Maybe Oh, hey. So excited. Deb got me set up last night. She helped me get through it. So I'll just wait a few minutes and let everybody come on in here. Okay. So anywho, thank goodness. I am just saying. Now I need to fix that stand. I need to get a new. Good enough. Anyway, get some of this stuff out. Well, I'll wait for people to come on in. I don't think I'm going to use that. I don't think so. But yeah, I'll just give everybody a few minutes to come on in here. And then we'll get going. We will get going. Hey, Kathy, girl. What's up? I know, right? I am live on the... Whoop. I forgot how to use the Maybe. I forgot I got Zoom, but my remote, so I can move up and down, it was supposed to come today, and it did not come today. So, hey, Deb, how are you, girl? Yeah, it didn't come to, well, it's supposed to come today still, but instead of having it shipped here, I had it shipped to work. So now I won't get it till tomorrow, so we'll have to deal with whatever. You got the view that we need. We can zoom in now, and we are good to go. Good to go. So what we're going to do tonight, we're going to do another Christmas in July. I'm in the mix of switching seasons out. It's a hot mess from here, from the edge of the table back. I've got most of it out and done, but it's the finishing touches and straightening out that I've got to do. So, hey, Carolyn, how are you, girl? You're rocking them attachments, girl. All right, so what we're going to do tonight, this is kind of a sneak peek of what we're doing at the retreat. It's not the same design, okay? We're going to be doing something totally different design at the retreat. But this is one of the items that we're going to be using at the retreat. I knocked that loose in my moving here. Stuff around. So I'm just going to glue that back on when I saw it. But what these are these angel wings with these chips. And we saw these down in the spring. And we thought this would be a really fun idea for the retreat. They're really super cool. They've got these little wood chips. I don't know if you can, let me zoom in here. I don't know if you can kind of, oh yeah, you are, girl. You're doing good. They're adorable. But they're like these little wooden chips. Okay. And they're sparkly. And they come on this mesh back and stuff. So this is one of the, this is a little sneak peek I've been trying to show you for a couple of weeks and I keep forgetting. So anyway, that's one of the things that we'll be doing at the retreat if you're coming. So anyway, that'll be exciting. But we're going to do it in a totally, whole totally different design on that. And then what else we're going to use tonight? Let me zoom in again here. I got to zoom back. Oh my goodness. Now I just need my remote and I'm back in business. Hey dog. Giving them a sneak peek of one of our background bases for our projects. This is another Sims item. This is I like it. It's like a fruit. It's like a Christmas fruit. It'll last you all through winter. You can do it with Christmas. You can do it with see one. So it's really good, but this item's number WF70. It's a 17-inch beaded apple spray with beaded berry leaf. So these are really kind of cool, and these are kind of in like a burgundy color and stuff. So we're gonna, and they got some gold on these leaves, so we're gonna use those tonight. I think I got this out. I might add some of this in here. This I got from Amazon. It's like a cedar spray. And it comes in a bag and it comes simply, just like this. So it's kind of a nice pick, throw in stuff. But it does come in a bag. I don't know if I have that. I don't think I do. I don't think I do. So we'll set those over there. And then, of course, my go-to always is the Hobby Lobby long needle pine. I love this stuff. I buy a crap ton of it every year. As soon as it goes on sale, I buy a ton of it. Wow, this one was $2.99. That must be an old one. I think it was a little more expensive last year. What's that tag? Yeah, see, that tag says $3.99. I want to say last year was $5.99, to be honest with you. Trying to get this tag. I hate their tags though, y'all. They have the worst tags on their stuff. They're so hard to get off. I'll tell you what. We're going to cover that up, so I'm not going to worry about it. But it's the long needle pine that's in the pick aisle. You know, in the Christmas pick aisle that you get 6 pieces on here. You can use it as one piece, or you can break it down. When I'm usually doing a wreath, I like to break it down and add it to my stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna save them tags. I want to see how much they go up this year. I don't know if anybody's been there to look this year yet, but I did probably. I swear I think it was $5.99 last year, but I could be wrong. Alright, so we'll just spread that out. So we're going to try to make like a design like this, and I'm probably going to use this ribbon. I'm searching diligently for this, a lot of this. How me and Don are, because I love this ribbon. And we might throw this in here. We might throw this in here, or I might just do a single color in this design. And then I did get some of these pulled out from Hobby Lobby. I don't know if we'll need them. But these are in the pick aisle as well. These are just sprinkled gold. You know, like, what do they call these? Like fig leaves or something like that. So we may throw those in there. Like I said. And then this is another one that I love from Sims because it's super cheap. And it's a... excuse me. It's got all these twigglers on it. I know I call everything a twiggler. If it twiggles, I could call it a twiggler. But it's got all these branches on here that you can break off and use in multiple designs. And just add a lot of something to your design. But I love this one. That one's a cool one. So we might add some of those in there. And I think that is it, guys. I think we can get going. And that snow twig bush it's item number CS26451 on that one. With the wings, the wings. I know it's going to be really cool what we do with them at the retreat. All right, so let's get going. I want to take and make a line coming this way. Okay. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. Just so I want to kind of go this way. So that we're going down this way. So we can see the top of the angel wing that way. And I also want to see it up here. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to make a line with our design going down that way. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to cut that off there. It does come with a little hook right here. And I think you can crap and gap this. Let me zoom in there, Don. That's what I was we were talking about last night. See how it's got that little mesh there? I think you could add a piece of foam if you wanted to and zip tie it. Or I think you could do a little of the crap and gap on there, as long as you don't overdo it. I don't think it'll go through the back. Alright, so let's get going here. I think what I want to do, I brought this out. It's a cheap Ashland. It's $5.99. I probably got 75% off. It's a single ring, so it's not something that I'm going to make a wreath out of. I'll use it to cut down. Hey, Deb, it did. It worked. Happy dance, happy dance. So you can cut it down, and that way you can add things in here. So I'm debating since I've got the long needle pine, I still think I want to use a little piece of this, just for stability reasons. So I'm just going to use a little piece. And what I do is just cut this down since it's a single ring. I'm just going to cut about, I'm just going to cut about 4 inches. Okay. And that's all we're going to use. And we're just going to kind of spread that out just a little bit. And that way, if we glue other stuff in here, it's going to have something to kind of help attach. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to attach this to here, and then we're going to attach and try to make like a swag, I guess you would say. So I'm going to take this zip tie. I'm going to go back. It does have a little hanger ring on it, so that's cool. So I'm just going to put my zip tie behind here. Just go in between the tiers. Okay. I might need more than one. I'm hoping one will do. I'm hoping this will work, actually. This might. I'll have to go. I might have went too far. I think we'll be good. I think we'll be good. That's not going to super twist any which way. So we'll just snip that off. Okay. Make sure we got those just coming out. We don't want them shining out everywhere. We're just, and we can cut some of these off if we don't, you know, if we don't need them or whatnot. Hey, Linda, how are you? I know, Deb. I was so happy. I was doing a happy dance. I was doing a happy dance. Well, let me do it to try so we don't. Oh, I'm definitely letting Dawn do the crafting gap because I get a little overzealous with the crafting gap. Had many a crafting gap disasters, y'all. A lot of blowouts. A lot of blowouts. And these little twigglers, these little springy twigglers, I like to just kind of pull these out, you know, and you just straighten this little pick out right here. And you can kind of twist those around as much as you want, you know. So what I want to do, like I said, I want to build this line coming in here. See how that's coming through there? This should be really simple, you know. So, but first, I think with these two, thinking I want to put this one, I think I am going to leave these in a whole piece. I really do. I think I'm going to leave those in a whole piece because I can work, I think I can work these kind of around town back here and give it a little bit more, you know, something. Plus we're going to cover up that silly evergreen stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut, let's cut some of these down. Okay, we're going to make a swag this way and that way. So we don't need all this. Hopefully I'm cutting enough off here. Did I cut one off yet? 1, 2. 1, 2. Ooh, it did. That one's only got 5. I must have stolen off here, but that's one up at the top. Hold please. Let me just see if I have a. Let me just see if I have one with 6 on here. I'd rather have 6. And I probably don't. Yeah, I don't. Wait a minute. Hold it. Boom. I found one. Holy crap. I did have one. Got one. Sweetness. I want to make it even. Alright, so let's cut this off let's leave about a 4-inch stem on these. This is my last 3 I have from last year, so I can't wait till they go on sale, because I love these. These are my favorites. I love them, love them, love it. Ooh, who's baking sourdough? Oh, man, that sounds good. Ooh, making me hungry. Making me hungry. I'm a big fan of cinnamon, but in bread, yeah, kind of. I can do it in the bread with a lot of butter. Alright, so we'll spread those out. Okay, so see how we've got that just as a backer piece. Okay, it's ugly, doesn't matter. It's just going to hold our supplies here. Okay, and I'm just going to bend these kind of around town. Okay, so we're going to put this one here. This one I kind of already bent. And we're going to tie these two together. Okay, I think I want it to go further down this way than upwards. So we're going to tie these just about right like that. Okay, and I'm going to tie these two together first. Oh, where's the short ones? Here's these. And I'm probably going to tie these in 2 spots. Probably going to tie them in 2 spots. Okay. And I'm going to try to go around these little nubbin pieces. Make sure that's where I want it, so that they don't really move. And then pull them tight. Taut like a toiga, you know. And then I think I can cut some of this off. After, well, let's do a couple more zip ties just so that doesn't get wonky. Let's do one right here. Okay. Oops, I don't want them ties in there. Wrong way, Clyde. There we go. There we go. Put that one in there. That one nice and tight. And then I think we're kind of good, but just for safe measure, I'm going to put the 3rd one in here and just tie this one. Try to move these long little pines out of the way, dang it. Get out of there. Oh, goodness. And we'll just move this one around here. And then we'll snip off those long pieces. I like to cut it longer. That way I can cut it down if I need to. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so those are nice and tight. Cut those down. What? Oh, threw my snips away. Threw my dang snips away. Then we'll straighten that back out again. And I think we didn't move. So we're good to go. So see how we just made a little swag? And that's another idea, guys. You can just do this with these picks. And just put a bow in the middle. Add some greenery. And you've got a fun little swag that you can sell at a craft show real cheap. You know what I'm saying? Real cheap. Real cheap. So I think on this, I'm just going to take these 2 tines right here. I'm just going to twist those around there. Okay, I'm just going to twist those right around that, and then I'm going to lift this up, do the same thing down here. I'm going to take 2 of these tines. Dang, it's long. It's like, I keep spreading them out of the way. That's all right. I'm just twisting around once or twice. Okay. So see how we've built this line? I hope it stays. I'm going to have to put a little zip tie down here when I'm done if it gets too heavy. But see how we kind of built that line coming down here, up and down? Isn't that cool? Hey, Rita, how are you? All right. So now we're going to do this one. And I think all we need to do with this one zip tie these two together. I was thinking there, a little thought process there. See how far we want. I'm going to zip tie these together. Not like that. Okay, so let's do a couple zip ties on this one. Hold them together so I don't go flip-flopping all over the dang one place. Whoops, like that. Now, let's get this going, then I'll straighten it out. Before I tighten it too tight. That one nice and tight. I'll add another one. Hi, Terry, how are you, girl? Pull that back over there. Just tie this. Yeah, if you just joined and you're coming to the retreat, the angel wings is going to be the background of one of our projects. This is not going to be one of our projects, but the angel wings themselves are going to be the base for one of our projects there at the retreat. Okay, I'm just going to straighten my leaves out a little bit here, my berries. Pull them around town. Okay, so again, like I said before, you could take two picks like this and that long needle pine, that zip tie there, put these two together, zip tie, put a bow in the middle, and you got a sweet little swag for your craft show. Simple, sweet. You know what I'm saying? My sign. Okay, so we're just going to tie this in here, and I think I'm going to go longer towards the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, I think I'm just going to center it right in there. But this one, I think I might use some black zip ties here. I am going to take two of these kinds and tie it, but I'm also going to zip tie this. Okay? I'm also going to zip tie. Zip tie this. Okay, so it's going to go down through here. I'll lift that leaf up, and I'm going to zip tie it to that. I just about ate that daggone thing. I'm going to zip tie it to the long needle pine. Get that through there. The long needle pine swag, so it definitely won't go anywheres. Oh dang it! I already started that, and I was going to move it. Okay, so put that one nice and tight. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add a zip tie down in here just to keep it from wobbling. But I think we'll be okay for it tonight. Might have to go back and just figure out a place to add that later. Just a small zip tie or a piece of wire. Let's see. I'm trying to get through here. Oh, I am coming through there. Okay, so now we're through. There we go. Put our leaves back up, out, and going. Okay. Out and up there, little twigglers. I think I lost a gold one off that, but that's okay. All right, so see how we've got this going on here. Look how pretty it is already. Just already. You know, just already. See how it's wobbling? I might have to just take a little piece of wire and go through this mesh over here around this tine just to keep it hopefully from wobbling too much. But I think it'll be all right. Or I might just have to add a zip tie like right here around this tine, a small one, and then one down there, and it's not gonna, shoot, got stabbed in the booby. Okay, so let's have some fun now. Let's put a bow on here, and then we'll figure out how much we really need to add to this, because right now, you know, it's you really don't need a whole lot Trying to pull these out here, guys. Get them out where they need to be separated. I mean, right now we don't need a whole heck of a lot, right? Why do I feel like I don't need to? Can I grab that? Oh, why is this one not looking as full? I don't know. Oh, this one's kind of bending down. There we go. Here we go. Alright, yeah, I'm going to have to take a little, let's do that now. That's going to drive me nuts, guys. I'm going to take a little, I might need a longer one. I'm going to take a little zip tie and zip tie this, this long needle pine, like right to, I'll try to go through that mesh here. I don't know if you can see, I'm trying to get it right through that meshy part of this right here, and then we'll take it back around that one long needle pine. Trying to find it here. Come on. There we go. There we go. We got it now. And that'll tie it to that side of that angel wing, and it won't hopefully flip around so much. Or swing, you know, it might still flip. I'll probably have to do it to the top too, but I'm not going to do that right now. Cut that off. Yeah, see, I don't like the way that's flipping, so I'll have to add one to the top. But, I mean, it's super cute right now. So let's make a bow. Let me get the table cleaned out here. Everything's going in the garbage tonight. That glitter. I'll throw that away. That's Christmas. Glitter, glitter, glitter. All fun holidays got the glitter. Alright, so let's make a bow here. I think what I want to do is make a bunch of loop yeah, there's two of the long needle pine. I cut a little piece of this one ring cheap wreath I got from like Michael's last year for probably 75% off, and I like to use it to attach. I cut about 5 inches off that and attach that to the middle for the base down here. I've got to figure out how to tighten that. That's bugging me. That is bugging me. I'm thinking maybe to add where'd that go? Where'd that one go? Well, you know what? No, that's too. I had another ribbon over there. I was thinking, I just saw it over there. I'm like, but I think what I want to do is we're just going to add a multi-loop bow here with the tail. Let's see how long the tail we want on here. I think I want a fairly long one. We can curl up. So I'm going to go with probably I don't know, about a 14-inch tail. I think I'm going to do about 7-inch loops. Okay. We're going to do about 3 on each side. They're all about the same length. Okay, so we got 3. Oh, those are too big. I'm thinking these are too big for what I want to do. Let's see. Yeah, that's too big, guys. So, do over. Let's go down smaller. That's kind of silly. I was getting a little overzealous there. What we're going to do is go with about, let's go with about a 6-inch. Okay. Like so. I think that'll be much better. Straighten that out just a little bit. Whoops, get in there. I love this ribbon. This is one of my favorite ribbons of all time. Love it. Oh, thanks, Deb. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's sometimes, you know, some of the simpler designs like this turn out so cool. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we got 4 on each side. Or we got 3. Now I'm going to come down and I'm going to go with a 5-inch now. Let's see, we did 3 and the 6. 3 and the 6. I didn't do that much. 5 then. Hold on. Got to pull that one down. There we go. And we're going to do these around 5. And let's do these. Let's do about 2. I really don't want to use all this ribbon up, but I think this will look pretty cool. So let's do 2 more of the 5. Oops. 2 more 5. Oh, thanks, Carolyn. Yeah, Terry, there. Yeah. Did I already answer that question? Yeah, just 2. Pretty much 2 picks, but there's 2 of each, if that makes sense. Let's see, we got 3 of those. Let's see what I want to do here. I'm not adding that other ribbon. I'm just trying to see if I want to go one more loop. I did do 3. I need to go one more loop on the other side. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I need to do one more loop over here. Sorry about that. And I did almost use this whole, well, not the whole thing. I did what was kind of left on this, which that's makes me sad. I'm gonna have to order some more of that if I can find. Well, I did find. Well, yeah. So we just gonna have to add a bit of that. I should have just pretty much used that up, I guess. But see what we're doing. We're just gonna make this bow. We're just tying in all our gold and everything, and then I think what I want to do is add some of this gold in here. I might add. I see some brighter gold over there. I might grab that. Let's see. I don't know if I want to put a little loop of this in here. Let's try it. Let's try a little 1 looper. It's a little bit different shimmer, but I think it'll be all right. So let's just do a little nubbin. Know what I'm saying? Let's see what that looks like. We do just this little nubbin in here. I wish I had this in a burgundy. That would have really been pretty. I'm thinking I like that. I can always take it out if I don't. Always take that out. Alright, so let's tie this. Pull this really nice stiff ribbon. Whoops, don't lose your stack. Susan. Oh. lose your stack. Or you'll break your mother's back. Okay, twist that around there. Put that where I want it. Make sure that's pulled there. And I'll pull that a little tighter. And I'm going to put another zip tie behind here. So we can attach that. Hopefully I didn't pull that too tight. I always do. Always do that. Come on, get in there. There we go. Okay. Alright, now we can pull that nice and tight. Toy. Look at toy. Okay, so now I can fluff this out. Twist it on me. That one twisted on me. There we go. See how beautiful this ribbon is? This is just so pretty. Okay. And we'll straighten these loops out once we get this on here. But seeing that a pretty bow? Let's make a dab in the center of here, hanging over here like such. You know, isn't that pretty? Look at that. Alright, so let's cut this off. Let's get this added on. Gotta figure out how I'm gonna. Let's see where I'm gonna go through here. It's gonna go right around this middle of the swag. Where'd my other part of my zip tie go? There. Oh, there it is. Just gotta make sure we don't. Just want it right in the center. Right in the center there. I don't want to tie any leaves, you know, I don't want to get in the way of that. On my long needle pine. Make sure we got it where we want it. And then I can pull it tight. I could have got shoulder loops on here, y'all. That would have been okay. That would have actually been okay. We'll just spread this out. A lot of tails down here. Maybe my tail's probably too long, but that's okay. We're going to curl some of them up. This one got a little wiggly. Down there. So twist that one around. Kind of want to not hide our fruit too much, so we're just kind of spread them out here, pull them up, just kind of like such. Okay, so just like that. Isn't that really pretty? Yeah, yeah, exactly, Carolyn. The bow just kind of ties in that fruit. Like I said, we might cut this. This one got a little twisted. I'll have to work with that one. It really does. So we could quit here, or we could go and add, like I said, we could add, oh, we've still got our twigglers. We still got our little twigglers to add in here too. So we're going to add those in first. I got a few of them cut up so far. These are really nice and they're super cheap. I think they're around $1, $1 something. Let's see where I'm going to stick these. See how much I got cut off. But they're really cheap, and you get a whole lot on that pick. That can go a long. Whoops! They can go a real long way. You know what I'm saying? So we're just gonna start sticking these down into. This is why I added that that little piece of evergreen down in there is to have something to glue into a little bit. Since I didn't have any, I didn't want to use foam. And like I said, you can crap and get these, crap, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. I don't like that little piece hanging off there though. I'm so excited I'm back on the baby, but my remote comes tomorrow, so I'll have the remote next week. So yay! Should be back in business. Alright, so let's just spread some of these. I don't want it. Whoops! Oh crap! You see that big old wad? I just don't want to glue my long needle pine, so I'm going to try to separate it the best I can. So I don't do that. That's hard. That's hard. So let's just go in there. Okay. Got a couple coming out there. Do another one coming out this side. Maybe one out the top. One over here. Again, the hardest part is just trying to not glue your that long needle pine. Get it all boogered up. I should have put that one up towards the top a little more. I'm putting I'm putting 4 on the top. Thanks, Terry. Yeah, Carolyn, it really, I mean, look, I've got stuff to glue into now. You know, I've got a little substance down there that I can glue into. You know, if I wasn't able to see the phone, you know. I see how we just added those little twigglers. Alright, so let me cut 4 more. Bend this one up a little bit. There we go. Okay. I'll cut a few more of these off. 1, 2, 3. And see, the pick comes with, I might have pulled some off here already. It might have come with those too. Where did that tag go? Oh, not there all the way. Snow twig, 19 inch. It doesn't say how many pieces. It comes with a lot. It really does. Yeah, and it goes a long way. You could even cut it down to get 2 pieces out of this. You know, you cut it right here, and you get 2 pieces out of there. So, yeah, the pick, it's going to go a long way. I do believe this is one pick we're going to be using in some of the projects at the retreat as well. Yeah, it really does, Carol. It really adds that extra element. So you're not worried about trying to get it into the glue. Oops, let me pull this apart. I think I'm missing a pine over here on here. I guess I just had them spread out goofy. So I'm going to get up underneath here. So I'm just going to try to make sure I hit that spot. Get in there. Perfect. Alright. Out a little bit again. And then we'll get these last 2 in here. And they're bendable and everything. Okay, 2 more. Hold it now and get up in there. Oh, I did. Oh, snaggler right there is getting in my way. It's catching. Cut that off. Let's cut that off. Okay. Try to get right up in there. one over in here. This one. Oh, that's why. That one was in its silly spot. Okay, one more. Actually, this one, where'd this one go? I got one. We'll stick this one out this side over here. I'm gonna cut that one down a little bit though. Whoops, that's gonna blow up. Perfect. All right, then we'll curl these up. Curl these. Pull those out a little bit. I might have to get my stick out to do that. It's hard to do upside down. Shouldn't be. The wires right there. Yeah, Carolyn, it works for a lot of things. So if you see all these cheap bases, like at the end of the year, buy them up. Like I said, I just cut that down, and I can cut multiple pieces out of that and use for centerpieces. I could use it for for stuff like this. It's great for that. And just gives you a little extra something to glue into. I'm not sure I like that curl, but whatever, you can see it. Excuse me. Still feel like I need one over here. Down in here. One there. One here. Got those over here. Got 1, 2, 3 up there. No. They're gone now. Oh, I pulled the berry off. Dang it. I'll leave that back on. I hate it when that happens. Whoa. There. Okay. There we go. Okay, I think that's kind of good. Like I said, we could stop here. I don't like it now. That's not. Well, the ribbon's over there. That's why it's bugging me, because it's that ribbon's over there. Hanging that long needle pine, but isn't that pretty? Isn't that so pretty? Yeah, I just caught my dingle ball. I gotta figure out a way to. I think what I'm going to do to get it to wait over here is add a zip tie around one of these tines over here. And that way it's, maybe I'll add it, I don't know, I'll have to figure that out. But I want it to not do this. So I'm going to have to figure out how to manage that. I might have to attach it to a couple of these tines in the back from that wreath that I cut up and put on here. So now I'm just going to tear these apart because I don't know if I want to use these or not. They're kind of the same color, but not. But these are another Hobby Lobby from their Pick Aisle. Like I said, it's like a fig leaf or whatever. I hate when that little plastic comes off there. I'll leave this one long. I don't know how far I got to go to reach. Yeah, like Don said, we'll be using these at the retreat, the wings. This is not the design. Oh, that's just it. I wasn't going to glue those in. I'm just going to stick them and see, and then take my usual little step back and see. Because these are kind of more of champagne. I think I need more of a gold. I think I have something. Hold on. I don't think these are gold enough. Although, now that I'm over here, I'm looking at... Oh, I didn't put that one pick in there. Let's see here. These would be too gold. Let's see what these look like. Well, these might work. Then again, I don't know if I want this much. I don't know if I want this much gold in here. Let's just tear one piece off here. Let's see. This is another Hobby Lobby. Let's see if that's something we really want to go for in this design. With the gold. I didn't want to cut that thing off because I'll bend it back because I can stick it back in there if I don't use this. Let's see. Let's just add some of these. Hard part spreading that pine out. I don't know what you guys think of that. What do you guys think of the gold? I'm kind of liking it, but I'm kind of not. I was going to use some of this to break up the, and that takes away from it as well. I kind of like this gold, but I think I'm going to sit on that for the night. I do have, ooh, what do I got over here? I forgot I got all my Christmas sale over here. Huh. Yeah, let's see anything I really want. I do have this. I could add some of these. Possibly, but I would have rather, had I done that, use this as a back. I really don't want to tear this apart. I really want to tear this apart. What do you guys think about the gold? I kind of like the gold too. So I'm just going to cut these off. I'm just going to take these apart. And which one did I use already? Like I said, I'm not gluing it in right yet. So I'm going to wait and do a little look-see thing like I do. And see tomorrow for sure if this is what I want to do. Try to find, I can't see where to go in here. Ah. Can't see. Let's cut that down shorter. Get it down in there. There we go. I'll bring one back up in here. I do kind of like that gold because it really brings up the ribbon. And these are only $2.99. Well, they were $2.99 last year or year before. I don't know how old these are. Could be last year's. It could be this year's. Let's stick one over down here. And I think we'll stick one, maybe one down over here on the bottom. One over there, one over here. One. Jacking up my bow. That's one over there, one over here, and then one over here. Let's get that one crammed in here somewhere. See if we can find a spot. Whoops. Trying not to cover my long needle pine up too much. There, one over here. I don't know why this long little pine here is bugging me. That one's bugging me for some reason. to, shoot, now it's stuck. Oh, that's the one I hooked. That's the one I hooked. That's why. Put that one down in there. Dang it, get in there. I'm trying to get right underneath there. Oops. Can't hit that right spot. There we go. One there, one down here. Oh shoot! I need to get that in the right spot again. Sorry guys, I can't get it. I can't get it in there. I got the right spot. It's a long needle pine. I'm fighting that pineness. Fighting the pineness. There. And we'll throw one more up top, I think. And then I think we'll be done with this, guys. I think this is good to go. I'll put this one up in here. That ties in all that gold. Straighten out a bow. Turned out better than I thought. I like it. My bow's all, I really jacked up my bow, but whatever, you'll see. You see what it looks like. Just poof those out a little bit. I'll probably straighten out these long needle pines and whatnot, but let's see how that, that gold really did tie it in. I think it really did kind of tie that in there. I might dig it in, you know, further or something tomorrow, because this one up here is bugging me. Or no, it's the one down there. But anyway, see how cute that is, and see how we are doing it, making our line go this way. We can still see our wings. We can still see these in right here, so it doesn't take away from the actual wings. You know, we didn't make it so big that it takes away from the actual wings. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then you could drape these down longer or whatever. But, whoops, which way am I going? This way, that way. And then you can see kind of from all the way around, you know, and whatnot. I think it turned out really cool. What do you think, guys? Oh, thank you, guys. Hey, Shanti. How are you, girl? What's up? Thanks, Terry. Thanks, Rhea. I appreciate that. Like I said, I probably should have went a little bit. Probably should have went with just a 5-inch loop, but I think we're okay. I think we're okay with it. But it just ties it together. It's, you know, it's kind of a Christmas in July, but designs like this, and that's why, you know, a lot of our designs at the retreat are going to be a lot of winter designs, because winter you can use longer, you know, you can keep them out longer. I think they sometimes sell a little better because you've got that factor in there that you can leave them out longer. You know, they'll last you till Valentine's Day or Easter or whatever. But anyway, that's kind of what we wanted to kind of do. But we are going to have some that's going to be a little more Christmassy. But anyway, guys, I hope you like this. I'm so glad I'm back on the Mabo. I'm just happy dance. Hey, happy dance. Woohoo! I'm excited now. Because that was very frustrating. That was very frustrating. Thank again, Deb, for getting me back on the air. Okay. Like I said, I just got to figure out how to tighten that now, and I'll be good to go. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I got done in an hour tonight. Holy crap. I'm just saying. Oh, thanks, Kathy. I know that one's going to be a real fun one at the retreat. It's gonna be pretty too. it'll be really pretty. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. I'm so glad I'm back on Amiibo. So now that I can join you guys so much better and whatnot. And I can zoom in and I have my remote back. And other than that, next week, I don't know what we'll do, but we'll do something. And as always, guys, laugh and live with a half full cup. When it's all black clouds, find the sun. And above all, be kind. And I will see you guys next week. Bye, y'all. I can't remember how to get out of here. Isn't that funny? Oh. Well. Guess what? I'll be here for a while. I can't figure out how to get off here now. I forgot. Oh, thanks, Deb. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Let's see. I don't know what let's see what's going on. Alright. I don't know how to get off here. So I'm just going to shut the Amiibo off. And my window disappeared, Dawn. That's why I'm so confused. It totally disappeared. I don't know what happened. So, anyway, guys, I will see you next week. Thank y'all. Bye.